Hey y'all, welcome back to the Simply Living podcast. I'm Cody Terry, your co-host.
And I'm JD. I don't know, I was trying to something different. I'm Joshua, I'm the other co-host.
Yes. This is JD Terry, my husband. Okay. Yeah, he goes by Joshua. Okay. Though I know you wish to go by JD Terry.
At one time, I thought it was cool.
Maybe our son will go by, yeah, I don't know. Alright, anyway, welcome back to the Simply Living podcast. And you are now listening to the final episode of season 3. Episode 10. We're here, we made it this far. And we're talking about taking charge of your life.
Oh, you okay?
Just trying to be like, okay, I went too far. But taking charge of your life. And
okay, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I just don't know if you want me to point this out or not.
No!
I mean, people can see it. Did you think your hair was going to hide it?
I did. I didn't know how obvious that would be.
I mean, when you fell out, it kind of was exposed.
Let me see. Yep.
Okay. I didn't want to do the whole
Here I am.
video and then you'd be like, you didn't tell me?
Okay, well, this is the reasoning. Okay, I got this shirt maybe when I was like 24.
Oh, last year.
Oh my gosh, okay. So was that 6 years ago or something like that? So it had a small tiny hole and I was like, but I like this shirt. And that hole has grown, but I'm also still like, but I like this shirt, so I just wear it around the house. But here I am today on video wearing it. But I just like the shirt and I didn't want to just not have it anymore just because if there's a hole. I was like, whatever. I know I could sew it, as my dad would often tell me, just sew it. But I just didn't. I just haven't, and here we are.
Okay. I didn't know if you want me to say it or not. I'm just trying to be the person, that is
But I can't believe you didn't tell me that whole time I had a hole.
People like you got something on your face and you have a 20-minute conversation and nobody tells you to the end, like, by the way, like, you didn't tell me that?
Yeah, I typically
in the beginning?
I typically
anyway, so
yeah.
just
So that is not what the episode's about.
Okay.
Don't worry about my shirt.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know we are if you're watching on video you would have seen it. If you didn't, if you're not watching on video, then that's good for you. That's good.
Yeah.
But in this episode, last episode of the season,
yeah,
we're going to talk about taking charge.
Take charge.
And contrary to what you just witnessed and heard about my shirt and everything, that's not what this podcast is about. Okay? It's about simply living as Jesus lived, following the Lord and not making it complicated. Just simply living. Just what would happen if we just simply lived. So that's what we talk about in each of our episodes every season. And this one is what would happen if we just took charge of our life and actually just did it. It's simple. It's just take charge. And what does that even look like? When we just don't let life just happen to us, but we happen to it. What does that look like?
I do have a question.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's the what does it look like? But I was like, how
yeah.
do you happen to life?
It's kind of
like, I get what you're saying.
It's kind of like, let me try to think of an analogy. Like, it's kind of like when they say, don't let money tell you what to do, you tell your money what to do. It's like I'm not just gonna let life pass by and like, yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens, or yeah, I guess, I'm just gonna keep going and just see, or like, yeah, I'm trying to think of a small, quick analogy, or like, okay, that sounds so bad. I'm trying not to offend anybody, but we just talked about this. Okay. Let's say this. Say you're like, okay, these are just terrible analogies. I'm not saying this right, but anyway, my point is like, I'm not just gonna let life pass by and just see how it goes and just gonna coast. I'm just gonna, well, I hate my job but this is just how it is, or like, yeah, I have all these health issues and the doctor said if I just change how I eat, then it would be good, but I'm just gonna, oh well, just see how long I live with this, or like, you just let it happen, like, or like all these bad things are happening and there are ways to prevent those things. So like, say like your car, okay, say there's a lesson, right? Your car just broke down, your house is flooded, and I don't know, you got sick and then you were out of work for a week or something like that. Costs. Oh, I was burned. I didn't have the money to pay for that. All that stuff just happened. when by the Lord's grace, you get out of that, your car gets fixed, your house is fine, and then you're back to work and you're feeling better. Now, from that experience, we've learned we need to probably have an emergency fund, because I had to go into debt, or I had to ask for money from someone or something like that to cover the expenses. Now I know for the next time, if I had an emergency fund, I wouldn't be as stressed. That kind of stuff. Like, we're proactive. Like, we're going after it. Like, I've always wanted to be an actress. I know God's saying, that's your focus. Go be an actress. But I don't know. I'm just going to see how it goes, see what's happening. And I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself here because that's what I often do. But, like, I'm just going to see how it goes. Like, take charge of your life. Like, actually be proactive in it. Do something. Don't just let life pass you by. That was a long 5-minute rant trying to explain it.
I got you.
But you get it? Okay.
No, I got you. You want to take charge. Basically what we said at the beginning.
Yes.
But you explained it. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a psalm that says, the verse of the day yesterday maybe? It says, I will hurry and not delay to obey your commands. Or basically to do your commands.
Yes, and I'm trying to live like that. Yes, yeah. God help me. And trying to also be patient at the same time, because I can get really fast in a head and overwhelmed. But yes, and I just want to let y'all know that these points that I've written here that we're going to talk about, I felt like God just kind of gave, pretty much the last several episodes, it was like God gave me these points. But definitely this one, because this is helping us. This is like, I read it earlier today because we're like, okay, this is what we're going to talk about in the podcast. And I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's how you do that. Oh, okay. So I want y'all to know that we're, growing, learning, figuring out God is helping us. And this is an area in where God has been helping us and, speaking to us, especially recently, like, to take charge. We just got to go after it and be accountable and actually do it, right? What he says. So just wanted to make that clear here.
And let me just say this to all my other people that might be like me out there. There's a lot of words in here that kind of give me pause.
We didn't say the words.
No, I mean, okay. Spoiler alert. I'm not gonna spoil everything, but I'm saying take charge. That's like
take charge.
I don't really do that. I just kind of go along, I'm more like a go with the flow kind of guy,
Oh, so everything I was saying, those people post, see how like us.
I'm one of those. I'm like, don't sound that bad.
You're like, okay, yeah.
The ones who are kind of
living. That's simply living, though.
You're in a group and they're like, okay, we need someone to be the team leader. That's not gonna be me.
Even though you can lead, but you don't.
I can. I don't. But I don't want to.
Yeah,
I want to take the lead.
In that situation, especially.
There's a lot of words, the words do.
Oh my God.
Go. Those those action words. I struggle with
so you're like a passive verb versus an active verb.
Yeah, I like what's on your shirt.
Let things happen to you versus you happen to it.
You're literally wearing a shirt that says champ. I should be wearing that shirt.
Wow. Okay. It's funny because last episode I wore a shirt. Ooh, fit the message, fit the topic, freedom. Yes. Yeah. It was an accident. Today, this moment, I put on this shirt.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of what we're talking about.
And I honestly, again, was thinking, I was just like, oh, I like that shirt. Bam.
It has its place in what we're talking about.
Yeah. Actually, it does. It's going to be part of the points. Don't worry.
So I'm just saying, I'm with you. If you're when someone says go and do this, and you're like, I just sat down. It's okay. We're gonna get through this together.
That tends to be me. That tends to be me with him. Can I just got home, please? Please, can we talk about this? Be like, come on.
Cody, it's okay. Like I said, this is the analogy I used before we even got married. This is before we even dated.
Oh.
This is what came to mind.
Oh.
We were on the track. If we're on track together, Cody's full sprint. You heard of Usain Bolt? This is Cody Bolt. I don't know. She is just the Flash. Quicksilver, all of them.
Oh my.
No breaks. Don't you need water? She like that's how it is. Me,
right.
I'm pretty much like this. I'm just kind of sitting there still. Like,
not you're sitting.
Did they
Did
blow
you even stand
the
yet?
gun? Like they said go.
No.
Let me get up.
Oh.
Oh, wait, just a second. Let me stretch out first.
Oh my god.
Whew. And then just a nice like leisurely stroll. Like just kind of a walk. Less than a walk, more like a stroll.
Oh man, with your hands behind your back, just one of those.
Just stroll. But what happens is, this is the cool thing about God. He brought us together because while Cody's going full tilt and I'm walking, she speeds me up. I slow her down, and we're at a nice pace.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're getting there. I know. But
Well, yeah, we're getting there.
God's helping us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to get me to slow down and rest. I did an episode about that too.
Yeah. He's getting me to get up and do stuff.
Take charge.
I know how to rest, y'all. Don't even need to shoot.
Yeah, I think it's what, 2 out of the 2 episodes this season you were like, I just woke up, y'all, so you gotta let me have time.
That's not an issue. Vacation, rest, I could do that.
Yeah, that's why.
Quiet time, I can
Man,
do
a lot
that.
of this we talk about.
Solitude, I can do that.
Oh man, solitude.
I can do it.
Man, yeah, God had to brought opposites attract. I don't know.
It's the other
God
things that
brought
are
us
hard. That's
together.
what I'm saying. You're good at the other stuff, being together, community, people, like going and doing stuff, being active. All that is like, makes me tired to think about.
Oh my,
So,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. That's
I'm
all.
always like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Let's go. And you're like, can I just process what you're
Oh,
even saying?
I do like the word go.
Okay.
Go to bed.
I knew you were I thought you were going to say go to sleep. I thought you were going to say to
Go
sleep.
to
Oh
sleep.
my goodness.
Same thing.
All that being
Alright.
said,
Yeah.
as we said, this is something God is helping us with,
Yeah.
working in us, and we want to help y'all. We want to bring this up. We want to talk about it, converse, see what it actually looks like, how we can actually take charge of our life and happen to it instead of it happening to us.
Mm-hmm.
First step. Well, set of processes, I'll say. First process. Pray, submit, do. In that order.
And pray, submit, do.
This is something that I feel like God said first, right?
Yeah.
Pray, submit, do.
Okay.
So, we pray to God. We're praying, we're opening up, talking to Him. He's talking to us. We're listening. Yes. Okay. We're telling Him what's going on. We're praying, right? We're talking to Him.
Mm-hmm.
We submit. Now we're submitting to what God wants, His will, surrendering, listening, hearing what He wants us to do, just being willing. We're being willing to worship and being willing to just serve Him, despite anything about what we think, what our expectations are, what other people's expectations, what we want to do. And then now we're able to go do those things God says. And in that, that begins the process of being able to take charge. We can go do in life versus just doing nothing.
Yes, it is very important to do it in that order.
Yes.
So,
Yes, that is true. Yes.
Don't just go and do it
Yes.
before
Either of those
praying,
steps.
before praying or submitting. So I had some thoughts that came with each one. Praying, I like the quote, if you've ever heard it, if God is your co-pilot, switch seats. You ever heard that?
No, but that's good.
Because that kind of goes along with submitting. But the word submit, it made me think about, I guess, like think about a creative process, right? Like say I'm writing something and I submit it. I'm giving it over to an editor to make adjustments to what I wrote. It's out of my hands. Like when I submit it, I'm releasing my work to someone who knows more about it than I do to make changes. Now it's up to me whether or not I want to accept those changes. But I'm submitting my work to someone who knows more than me to make corrections to make it better.
Yeah.
I get it back and I can either be like, no, I want to keep this, I want to keep this, I want to keep this because that was good, you don't know what you're talking about. Or I can be like, okay, you know, like, or I shouldn't say like that. I could be like that. I could be like, okay, you know, reluctant.
Yeah.
Or I could be like, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a way to look at submission.
Yeah.
The doing part. Like I said, I'm working on the doing part. But that's why I said it's important to do it in that way, to pray about it, submit, and then you do it, because really the prayer and the submission makes the doing a lot easier.
Yeah, it gets you excited and hopeful. Like,
yeah.
Yes. You've released your fears. God's encouraged you when you've submitted. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Well, and it's, you know what to do.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You just go. Where are you going? I don't know. I'm just going.
Why? You know this room reminds me of.
No, I don't. Is it me?
When?
Oh, okay. I just told it myself.
We're going somewhere, we don't know how to get there. We're in the car. Yeah. I'm trying to pull up the GPS, but he's already started driving. I said, "Where are we going? How do you know where to go?" He's like, "I just need to go. We just got to get there." And I put it in. He's like, "Oh man, I went the wrong way." Yeah, because we left before we knew where to go. That is the analogy, if I ever heard it. You left before you knew where to go. Why? Just waste of time. Now you're 10 minutes off track. You could have had that 10 minutes toward your destination.
But if I guessed right.
If you guessed right. But if you guessed wrong, you're going to feel the consequences.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. See?
But if you guess right, you get there faster?
That's why you no, that's... Anyway. Pray, submit, do.
I was asking, I was like, is it really that much faster versus my 30 seconds of... Anyway, there's a chance it gets wrong, but yes.
All right.
Well, okay, so sorry. At that point, I was thinking even with the editor analogy here, when you submit and you get it back and it's your choice, it's your choice to do, it's your choice to take this and receive the edits, and in our submission to God, we're trusting him that whatever edits he may have made, they're good, and we should follow that. Mm-hmm. And I was even thinking, like, for example, with prayer, you may talk to God, tell him all the things you're thinking of doing or just thinking, and then maybe ideas come to you, maybe that. But if you skip the submit part, you go do those ideas or what you're thinking without hearing from God, if that's what he wants you to do, without being willing to submit to do how he wants you to do it, even if it is what he wants you to do. Mm-hmm. So your doing may fail, may end up hurting you, may not be enough, or may be too much, or a lot of times for me it's too much because he was like, I didn't say I'd do all that right now. Yes, so that's what I was thinking, like, that's what happens when you take out submit, or like if you skip prayer and submit, you might do what other people told you to do instead of what God wants you to do, because you didn't pray about it, you didn't tell him what people are saying or your thoughts, or you didn't hear from him, you're just doing what you feel like you're supposed to do.
And there's one more scenario that we didn't get to.
What?
Well, you can pray about it and submit it and never
Oh yeah, that's true, of course. Yeah,
you just sit here and be like, okay, yeah, I mean, I've been this is gonna hurt myself.
That's what I'm saying. This is a lesson for us.
It's just like, well, I've been praying whether I should write this book for 15 years. Maybe you should just write the book. I mean, I don't know.
And sometimes for me, this is what I struggle with. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but it truly takes discipline, strategy, planning, just straight up wisdom. And I'm thinking like, oh, God will provide the way, or like give me the open door to be able to work on it, or whatever it is, instead of me buckling down and actually like planning to do it, like actually being serious about it. He's like, I've given you a brain, you know what I'm saying? Like, go figure out how to go do what I said. Yeah. Okay, and one last thing on that I thought of, because you were reading Judges, and we were talking about it earlier, how before the judges came, I think, when it said that they didn't have a king yet, right? And it said that they were just doing what they felt like doing, the Israelites. During that time, the Israelites were doing what they felt like doing. Yeah. They weren't seeking the Lord. They weren't listening to him. There was nobody guiding them. They were just doing. And you said it yourself when you read what they were doing. It was crazy.
It really is.
It was wild. So when we just do what our flesh feels like doing, our life will be crazy in a bad way. And that is not simply living. That is crazy living. That is probably complex living, probably hardship living, like probably like a lot of things. If we pray, submit, do, simple as that, we have a path, we have this track, we're not confused, we know what to do, we're going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, this is Judges, it says it multiple times throughout Judges, but Judges 21:25, it's the last verse in all of Judges. In those days, Israel had no king. All the people did whatever seemed right in their own eyes.
So was that after the Judges then?
Yeah, like during the time of the Judges.
Okay, okay,
there
gotcha.
was no king, so there was judge. So
Yep,
anyway,
yep,
but they were just doing whatever they thought was right.
Yeah. Okay. Second process.
Okay.
When it comes to taking charge taking charge of your life, what it can look like is now do the work, release the work, and rest. So I'll give an example and I'll explain it. But basically, in terms of the explanation, is you're working, you're doing the work, now you're going to entrust it into God's hands and you can rest. So I think about farming. When you're a farmer, I'm not a farmer, so maybe I get it wrong, but you're going to do the work, you got to plant the seeds, you got to do what you need to do, plant the seeds, get it right. And then once it's planted, you just got to give it to God, release it to God, let the rain come, let the weather be there, and rest and sit back and let Him produce, right? Let the fruit come up.
Right.
And another example was I'm learning this lesson too, because I just did this on Friday. I was posting a short and I was like, I did the work, right? I finally posted it. Okay, now it should be like, okay, release it. God will reach who He wants to reach, talk to who He wants to talk to. I did what I could. But then I saw someone else's and I looked at mine and I was like, oh, I should have added this. Oh, I need to go back. Oh, let me just delete it real quick and go back, even though I had to go back to work, even though. And God reminded me, like, you gotta just release it and I gotta trust Him. Just rest. Like, I'm done with that. Rest. Yeah. Gotta be patient.
Yeah. You see? Walking. Running. But this is jogging. We're jogging together.
Yeah.
There we go. Releasing. There's always these analogies that pastors use about holding something. Like, how can you get more if you're still holding? You have to release it.
Yeah.
There's many analogies and examples out there. But it made me think about, just back to the submit part, they're both the middle step. Submitting and releasing are very similar. In the sense that, like, when you submit, you release it to someone else. You can't hold on to something and submit it. Like, I can't submit something to God while I'm holding it. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Then that's not submitting. I didn't submit it. I didn't release it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what it looks like if you're holding on to something that you submit to someone else? This is usually.
I'll be tugging you.
This is usually, yeah. You know what it looks like? It looks like this.
Come on, please. Let me have it. Please,
tug
come on.
war.
Fine. If you want to keep it.
Exactly.
I'm trying to make an acting role.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about that. I mean, you can't. If you're holding on to one end of the rope and the other person's holding on the other end of the rope, who owns the rope? Well, one person could own the rope, but who's in? I don't know. I'm getting deep in this analogy, but it's like it's like a tug of war. It's not a tug of war. It looks like tension. It looks like fighting. It looks like strife. It doesn't look like submission or release.
What's an example for you? Or in general, it doesn't have to be for you.
Of releasing something?
Yeah, or like holding on to it.
Oh.
And not releasing it. Oh! We hit somewhere, we hit a nerve.
Not releasing. I mean, probably a lot of things, like just the things that I like to do, but I'm maybe not. So I feel like there's things that I'm good at, and there's things that I like to do, and they don't always overlap.
Okay.
I feel like I want to do, and God has told me to do some of the things that I like, but I don't feel good at it. So it's like, well, I don't want to get out there and mess up. by doing things that I'm good at comes naturally. So it's like easy to like just be like, okay, I can do it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
It's easy. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to try. I don't have to work. We just said that.
Ooh.
But it's like part of the releasing too, I think, is the process of getting better at something. Like you have to work at it. You have to put in the practice. You have to release your pride. You have to submit, your ideas. You have to release your, I guess the feeling of like just of it being easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that doing hard things that I like to do, like because I have to learn how to do it. It doesn't come naturally.
That's real.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to. Like,
yeah. I mean, as simple as that. I just want
that's real.
to do it because it comes naturally and it's easy. Now, a lot of people will say how you find out what God's will is your life is. They're like, what are you naturally good at, and what do you like to do? And then you just mix those together, and that's your calling. Like that is like a real thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that's completely wrong, and I think that could be a good way to be like, oh, okay, God gave me this ability, and I like to do it. Must be, let's just do it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you're good at one thing, but you like doing something else? That's been my struggle. Not doing the 6-7 thing. That's been my struggle.
What? Yeah.
So, anyway, it's just trying to release and submit and pray about these things that I like to do and I enjoy doing it, but they do not come naturally. And in matter of fact, I feel like it goes against what people think I should be doing because it's like, but you're so good at this thing, why aren't you doing that? I'm like, well, because I like doing this other thing.
Yeah, God told me to do this.
That's where I'm at.
That's true. Working at it somewhat reminded me of Lisa Bevere. She was talking about how in English, growing up, she was terrible in English. She hated speaking in front of people. She wasn't good at writing, like all of that. And then God called her to go be a speaker and write like books or whatever. And she's like, huh? I'm like, so she had to work at it and do it. Yeah, or I mean, just a lot of things that you might not be good at right away, but when you train and try, especially if God's calling you to do it, like anything that God's calling you to do when it's new to you, like there's definitely things for me, like what? You just gotta learn it. So yeah, I feel that. God, I thought of something, but oh well. But yes, that's good. So the last process in taking charge of your life, what it could look like, is worship, follow, believe.
Okay.
I know. I'm even like, okay, a lot of these are similar in each process, but it's like looking at it from a different approach, I guess. So like our worship, we talked about it last episode about serving Christ. We live to serve Christ. We live to serve God, and that is worship, right? Our worship is our obedience to God. Our worship is our submission to God. It's bowing down, recognizing who He is, praising Him. So when we live our life out of that, we're bowing down to Him. We're living to serve you, Lord. We're here. We're ready to listen. What you want us to do, what you got for us. And then He leads us. He leads us as He tells us what to do, as we're following, as we, even in His Word, He tells us, how to live, how to worship, what to do. As we do that, our goal is to then follow Him as our leader. And in our following, we have to believe, to stay grounded. We have to keep our faith to be able to follow Him. But even as I say that, I'm thinking like, I wonder if, like, even on that path, He increases our faith to where we can believe more and more. He encourages us. As we worship Him and as we follow Him, He helps us to believe and believe in what He promised, believe in what He said to do, that we can actually do it with His help. Because He's the author, He's the author and finisher of our faith. So yes, that is yes. But any thoughts?
My real thoughts?
We gotta
wrap this up because the battery just hit 20%.
Hey, it's just 20%. We got time. It's 20%.
We got time. Okay. My thoughts. My first thought was the song. I don't know the whole song, but it's like, Da, 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 da. So I'm gonna worship through it. Da, 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 da. You know? I know my God can do it.
I'm gonna worship through
Just
it.
made me think about it. Worship.
No, what is it?
I don't know, but you worship through it. You know, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking
I'm
about.
gonna worship through it. Yeah.
Follow is a very strong word, really. When you think about, like, I was thinking about the because especially when talking about following Jesus, when it says that, was it Simon and John and James, who were the first disciples?
Peter,
were?
James, John. Oh, okay.
Well, Simon, Peter,
Andrew?
yeah,
Was
Andrew, yeah,
Oh,
Andrew.
yeah.
Basically, when he's like calls them to follow them, it says they left everything. They left the miraculous catch that they just witnessed. Well, they left.
Yeah, the dad had to get it.
Left their dad, left their career. Like they left their career basically. So they were fishermen.
Yeah.
Left the family because it says like it was the son of Zebedee, the two sons of Zebedee were on the boat. They left.
Yep.
And they left the miracle. They just witnessed the miracle of all these fish. They left it. They left everything to follow Jesus. So you leave your career, okay? You leave your family. You leave the miracle for the miracle worker. You know, I'm not saying this like and like I'm gonna quit my job to follow Jesus. I don't think he told you to do that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just me. Maybe he did to tell you to go do something else. But the point is, and Jesus even says that, you know, count the cost. You know, who says, or is that in Proverbs?
No, I think you're right. Well,
I think it's also in Proverbs. Like you don't sit down to build a building without counting the cost.
Yeah, he does say that. Yeah, in Proverbs.
So anyway. But Jesus says, you know, you have to take up your cross and follow me. He says some strong things about being his disciple and following him, like hating your own brother, and you know, to that degree. Like it's a serious thing to follow Jesus, which is probably why the worship is important in the beginning. And what you said about he helped, like, increases your faith, you know, the Bible says faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So it's like, yeah, the more you hear the word, the more you read the word, I do think it stirs up in you your faith. You are edified through the word, through speaking in tongues, through other believers, through prayer, through following God, right?
Yeah.
And then the believing part, just spaced out. I guess that goes along with the increase in the faith, you know. And when you talk about belief, it always shocks me, but not really, because that's relatable. Like, we might have mentioned this in another video, but like how the disciples or people could witness these miracles and still like doubt. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, if I would have seen that, why would I even question anything yet? But I definitely would be like, oh my gosh, it's a ghost, you know, when he's walking on the water, even though, you know, and like, wait, didn't he just feed all these people? And then the next day or next week, how are we going to feed all these people? He just did it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I get it. I can be like that. So it's like, that's why in the Bible it says, you know, we believe, help our unbelief. Like, we need help still in that. And Jesus is constantly telling us to have faith and believe and not doubt. Like, all these things. So he knows that's a fleshly thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, I wonder, even with when you're following, as you follow, you're believing more and more. Like, as the disciples followed, for example, Peter, James, John, you know, like, they saw the miracle of the fish. And then they followed Jesus. And now they're witnessing more miracles. They're like, he could do that too? He could do that too? Oh, man. Yeah. And then Peter ended up saying, you are the Christ, the Son of God. So it's like, as you follow, it's like you're believing in him more and more, as you're not only believing in him, but believing, one, that he's faithful, that he can do what he says he can do, because you're starting to build up testimonies and, you know, you're witnessing it. And then also believing that his promise is true as you're following, not only because he can encourage you on the journey, but potentially you're seeing the progress, or you're seeing the process as you're following. Sometimes you're not always seeing the progress or process right away. That's why he needs to encourage. But yeah.
Believe.
Yes, believe. Worship, follow, believe. All right. So, these, what we just said, the pray, submit, do, work, release, rest, worship, follow, believe. These are the keys to happiness and taking back your life. This can produce the fruit of joy in your life, fulfillment and purpose, and actually get you to live your life, take charge. And it's not complicated when we just, it's very clear. It's a very clear path. Go to God first, listen, do, submit, worship. So it's very clear. It's a really simple way of living, but yeah. So yeah, those are the keys. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please share it with someone you think you could also see it being helpful for. I said that very oddly, but and if you want to check out our last episode, we talked about
freedom.
Yes.
I just remembered that.
I know. I even wore a shirt. You can even witness it if you're watching on Spotify or YouTube.
Yeah.
We talked about what it looks like to live as if you were free. Actually do it. What that can look like. But yeah, we will.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Guess what? This was the last
episode. I know. I was just about to say we'll see you next week, but then I was like,
we're not.
This is episode 10.
This is episode
so
10. So
we will see 3. You in terms of the podcast setting. Man. We will see you next time.
Yeah. I don't know where you're going.
I was trying to say next season for season 4.
Yeah.
Which will come out in some time from now.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I still have my YouTube channel. So I personally, if you want to go to YouTube, we'll see you next week on the next video. Okay. But say goodbye to Joshua, because no, I'm kidding. He might join.
I was like, bye.
No, I'm just talking about on my channel, but you might be there. Right?
I might make some guest appearances.
Yeah.
You don't know. Hey, you never know what's in store for season 4. Could be some sneak peeks in there.
Oh.
Could be some trailers in there.
Oh.
Could be a little comedy in there.
Oh.
You never know. Could be some songs in there.
Yeah, by the time we get to season 4, we have a whole new life.
Who knows? I mean, hey.
Yeah. Okay, well, see ya.